for this new session 11. So in this class we are going to see verb plus l'infinitif. So do you know what is verb plus l'infinitif? Having two verbs in one single sentence is called verb plus l'infinitif. Okay, let's see an example so that you will have a clear idea. So verb plus l'infinitif. Sujet, verbe 1, verbe 2, objet. Sujet, verbe 1, verbe 2, objet. So let's take an example to understand it better. Okay. J'aime manger la glace. So do you have an idea of what the sentence is? If the sentence is correct, you will be able to understand it easy. Okay. J'aime manger la glace. Aimer verb is used and manger verb is used. Now I have a question for you. What do you mean by the verb called aimer? Is it a perfect verb or a semi-verb? So think well before answering. Okay. So aimer is a verb. Aimer tells us the preference. Am I right? I like question mark. I like what? I like to jog, I like to eat, or I like to sleep. So the main verb comes after the semi-verb. But what is the purpose of this semi-verb? Let us see. J'aime manger la glace. Let's translate. I like to eat the ice cream. Yes? You all like eating ice cream? Yeah, the same thing. So now I will explain you. I am going to hide aimer verb. Je mange la glace. What is the sense? I eat the ice cream. Now I will take my hand out. J'aime manger la glace. What is the difference? Je mange la glace. J'aime manger la glace. This aimer verb helps me to understand how much I like it, how badly I want it, or how much I like it, or I would like to have it. So this is the difference. So this verb is verb 1. This verb is verb 2. Okay. So subject, verb 1 and verb 2. The rule is, in case if you have verb 2, do not conjugate it. Do not conjugate the verb 2. Why? Because already there is a verb 1. So what comes next to the subject will be conjugated. So subject, verb 1. Only this should be conjugated. This you can conjugate. Okay. So j'aime manger la glace. We are done with example 1. Example number 2. Je sais jouer au tennis. Je sais jouer au tennis. What do you understand from this sentence? I know to play tennis. Okay, why can't I say I play tennis? Tennis is a sport. So what does it mean? So someone needs a skill to do that, right? Can everybody play tennis? Yes, but how professional or how good they can play? That is matters. Okay? So tennis is a skill. So we cannot learn it 1 or 2 days. It has to be done in a simultaneous way. We have to practice it and we have to become skilled, right? So that is what they say. I know to play tennis. This means he knows this particular skill. You can replace this word jouer and you can put any other sport. Okay? For example, je sais nager. So what is the meaning? Je sais nager. Nager means to swim. I know to swim. Okay? Understood? Je sais jouer au tennis. Je sais jouer au tennis. This means the skill is acknowledged. That means I know that particular skill by practicing for a long time. So this semi-verb helps us to understand how either he knows the skill or he doesn't know the skill. Okay? Je peux aller au cinéma. Imagine you have the exam and one of your friends is calling for watching a movie to cinema. You're asking your mom and your mom says Yeah, are you ready for the exam? You said, yes, I prepared the day before and I am ready for the exam. Just I have to do a revision. And you get a call from your friend. Are you coming? Can you come having the exam next day? And you say, oui, je peux aller au cinéma. Okay? Yes, I can go to the cinema. So this way you can do it. Yes? Here, per verb is pouvoir verb. Je peux aller au cinéma. That means verb 1 is conjugated, verb 2 is left as it is. We have not done any change to verb 2. Understood? So I repeat. Verb plus l'infinitive. This sentence will have subject plus verb 1 plus verb 2 plus object. Okay? Now the sentence, subject, no need to change anything. Verb 1 alone you have to conjugate. Verb 2 don't conjugate. And the object will remain the same. This is what we have explained to you in the screening method as well. So please kindly, the screening method will be following next to this. So watch that and have a clear idea. Today's online test will be based on this screening method. What I have taught in l'article, so there is only l'infinitif plus verb plus l'infinitif. Okay, merci. Okay, as I have explained in the board, this is a new syntax that we are going to learn now. In one sentence, if we have two verbs, how to deal with that? So, should we conjugate both the verbs, or should we conjugate one verb, or we should not conjugate any of the verbs? So, this is what we are going to see now. So, l'infinitif après un autre verbe. The infinitive after another verb. Okay, that is what we are going to see now. So I'll read it once before explaining it. Some verbs are followed directly by another verb in the infinitive form. Some of the commonly used verbs which are followed by the infinitive are. So these are the verbs. We can say these verbs are verbs of preference. Mostly we will use these verbs as a preference. So, or we can say helping verb, which will be able to explain how well we know that particular skill, or how strongly we like something, or how can we do that, the ability, capability, probability, or how badly we need something. I'll explain you one by one so that you will have a clear idea. Verb, so left hand side is given as all the verbs and right hand side is example. So after these verbs, so after explaining these examples, I will tell you how to do the exercise. So savoir, first you must know what is the meaning for savoir. Savoir is to know. There are two meanings. Savoir, connaître. Connaître is to know a person, and savoir is to know something which is based on a skill. Imagine, je connais un person, je sais jouer au tennis. That's what given here. Je sais jouer au tennis. That means he or she knows to play tennis. Here what they have given is I know to play tennis. Savoir. So here two verbs are there. This is the main verb, jouer, but savoir is a verb which tells that he knows to play. He knows to play. So playing is an action. Can I say knowing is an action? No, it is not an action. So we cannot say it is a perfect main verb. We can say it is a semi-verb. Okay, a verb which helps to explain something, how important it is or how badly we need that. Okay, je sais jouer au tennis. That means I know to play tennis. Aimer. Aimer is a verb of preference that you know very well. See, aimer verb we used most of the time. Aimer, adorer, détester. So these are the verbs which helps us to tell how much we do like that particular thing, or it might be a product or whatever it is. So what here they refer is il aime faire du ski. That means he likes to do skiing. Skiing is a mountain based sport. You know to ski? Skiing means just skating, mountain skating that happens in the snow area. Okay, so aimer verb you know. Pouvoir is the verb which is used to refer the capability. Je peux aller au cinéma. That means I can go to cinema. So pouvoir verb is used to explain the probability or capability. So can you go to cinema? Yes, I can go to cinema. So that means he is free today and he will be able to go to cinema. So tu peux aller au cinéma. I'll first explain one by one and then I'll tell you what is the red one and what is the other text given in black. Falloir. Falloir is a verb which is used to show you the necessity of that particular thing. Necessity. Il faut compléter le devoir. What they are trying to explain is it is must to complete the homework. Fifth one is vouloir. Nous voulons regarder la télé. Vouloir is to volunteer or to want something. Nous voulons regarder la télé. Sixth one, préférer verb. Elle préfère acheter la robe rouge. Elle préfère acheter la robe rouge. Préférer, the verb itself tells the preference. Devoir. Devoir means must. It is an obligation. Tu dois finir le travail. That means you must finish the work. Désirer. Je désire aller en France. I desire, I wish to go to France. Faire. Elle fait cuire un gâteau. She does a cake. Aller. Je vais manger. That means I am going to eat. That means I go to eat. Okay. So there is a given note. Okay. Let's see what is the note and then I'll explain what it is. Falloir. To be necessary. That's what I said. This is an impersonal verb and it can be conjugated only in the form il. Yeah, this I didn't say. So in falloir verb, there is no je or tu or nous or vous or ils or elles. The only form is il alone. That is il verb plus verb. That is the syntax. Some other impersonal verbs are neiger et pleuvoir. See why I'll tell you. Neiger means to snow. Can you snow on yourself? No. So snow is related to climate and pleuvoir is also related to climate. It rains. So we can say it rains or it snows. We cannot say I rain, you rain or he or she rains. Okay, so that is why falloir is only possible in the form of il as a subject. So this is the syntax il, verb plus verb. Now I'll tell you what is the difference. See, as I have explained you all these 10, if you observe well, say is not the main verb. Main verb means it should be an action. This is a semi-verb. Okay, aimer is also a verb of preference. We can say it is a semi-verb. We cannot say it's a main verb. To do is a main verb. Pouvoir, it's not a main verb, it is a semi-verb. Falloir is a semi-verb. Boulon is a semi-verb. Préférer is a semi-verb. Doit is a semi-verb. Désirer is a semi-verb. Fait is a semi-verb. Aller, if it is used alone, it is a main verb. Here it is used as a semi-verb. Now I will tell you what is the difference between main verb and the semi-verb.
As I have said before, now also I will explain. If you have not listened properly, listen now. Main verb, it will explain the action, and the action is very clear. Okay, now jouer means to play. So you know, playing is the action which requires a physical movement. Okay, can I say knowing is an action? Say savoir, to know. Can I say to know something is an action? It is based on the knowledge, it is based on the skill. So I cannot say knowing is an action. But now this semi-verb, this is called semi-verb. A verb which helps to tell something about the main verb. How well I know that particular job, or how skilled I am, or do I like it or hate it. Okay, do I like ice cream or do I hate ice cream? I like to eat ice cream. Now I eat ice cream is different from I like to eat. Like to eat means I will frequently eat ice cream and I am addicted to it and I am happy eating that. So this semi verbs helps us to know how it is related to this verb. It is close or it is good or it is bad or it is very not related to this. Okay, so semi verb will not give a meaning. That is a meaningful meaning. Okay, so if I say je sais jouer au tennis, that means I know to play the tennis. I like to do skiing. If I take out this verb, see, I do some skiing. I like to do means, that means he is interested. So here we can see the interest. Here we can pouvoir, we can see the probability. Falloir, it is necessity. Vouloir, it is wanting, that is volunteering. Préférer is preference. Devoir is owing. Désiré means to wish. Fait is to do. Way, here it refers to a semi verb. Here is the main verb, that means to go to. So whatever which is used before a main verb, it is called a semi verb. So when we have these kind of verbs, only the first verb should be conjugated. The second verb should not be conjugated. That is the rule. Now let's see this in the form of an exercise. So here is an exercise based on what we have learned so far. So exercise number 6 in the new book. Complétez selon l'exemple. Okay. Jean aime rester à la maison. Jean aime rester à la maison. So as I said, verb 2 is the main verb. Verb 1 alone we have to concentrate. So don't do anything with verb number 2. Now verb number 1 is aimer. Aimer is a regular ER verb. So regular ER verb, what is the rule? Regular ER verb, we have to see the subject. So what is the subject? Jean. Okay, so third person singular is il. So for il, what we will do? ES, E. So take out the ER and add E. That is it. We are done with this. So hope you understood this. Now we will go to exercise. Elle pouvoir aider ton ami. So as I said, there are two verbs. Please don't do anything with the second verb. Leave it as it is. Pouvoir, as I said, now we'll go to that page and I'll give a reference. Pouvoir, elle. Okay. See here. Pouvoir. Okay. For chew, what is written? Chew, P-E-U-X. For, but in the question, what is there? Al. So what should be the conjugation? P-E-U-T. That is the conjugation for pouvoir. So the answer is elle peut aider ton ami. So this is the only part where we have to change. Just follow the class. After this, I'll give you the answers through the solution. Il falloir dormir tôt. Okay, falloir, I said only one thing, exception. that is je, tu will not come, only il form will come. So falloir, what is the answer? Il faut. What is that is the only possibility. Il faut dormir tu. So il faut F-A-U-T. Il faut, that is the answer. Nous vouloir aller au cinéma. So as we see two verbs, second verb should not be conjugated because it is a main verb. So vouloir, the conjugation for nous is voulons. V-O-U-L-O-N-S. So take out the IR and put N-S. So that will be the answer. Okay, nous voulons aller au cinéma. Je devoir travailler bien. Je dois. So devoir, as we saw already, D-O-I-S. That is the only part we have to change. Je dois travailler bien. Travailler, leave it as it is, bien. Henry savoir nager depuis 2 ans. So savoir is a skill based knowledge. So nager is a swimming. Swimming is a skill. So it is a savoir. Henry knows to swim since 2 years. So savoir Henry, S-A-I-T. So if it is je, it is S-A-I-S, and tu, S-A-I-S, and il or al, S-A-I-T. So we are done with this exercise. Now I will show you the solutions. You just pause the video and take down the solutions with a pencil. Okay, here's the solution. I'll read the question once. Al pouvoir aider ton ami, that became elle peut aider ton ami. So hope you could see the answer. Is it clear? Next one. Il falloir dormir tu. Il faut dormir tu. Okay. Third one. Nous vouloir aller au cinéma. Nous voulons aller au cinéma. Fourth one. Je devoir travailler bien. Je dois travailler bien. Last one. Henry savoir nager depuis 2 ans. Fifth one. Henry sait travailler depuis 2 ans. Now what you can do is you can take a pencil and you can take down these answers. You can pause the video and you take down the answers. After taking down the answer, resume the video. You can play the video and you can follow the following exercise, that is adjective possessive. So the upcoming exercise is adjective possessive in French. So you all know what is adjective possessive. Already we have learned this in 7th standard. Anyhow, I'll just revise the tabular column before getting into this exercise. It's a very simple exercise. So possessive adjectives. This is not your pen, it's my pen. So hope you got some idea. Possessive adjective or adjective possessive is what? That it belongs to you and it doesn't belongs to anyone else. So it is in 3 variants, that is masculine, feminine, and masculine or feminine. The plural form is the same for both. So masculine, a boy is here, and a feminine, a girl is here. So these are the English translation of mo, ma, me. In French, mo, ma, me, the 3 things related to only one word, my, in French. Then why it is given in masculine, feminine, and plural? You have a confusion because mon stylo is masculine, ma maison is feminine. So if it is stylo, you have to say this way, and if it is maison, you have to say this way, and if it is plural, mes amis, you can say with this tabular column. So that depends on people, my, your, is or er, are, your, their. So this is what we are going to deal now. This is the upcoming exercise. So hope you understood this. Anyway, I'll revise this once. This mo, ma, me, that means my. Ton, ta, te, your. Son, sa, se, his or her. Are notre, notre, no. Your, votre, votre, vos. Their, leur, leur. So hope you got this clear. Now I'll go to the exercise and explain you one by one. See here, the upcoming exercise here is compléter avec l'adjectif possessive je. So according to the order we can write. Whenever it is je, it should be mo, ma, me. Okay. So that will be easy for you. Je porte dash joue et dash gant. So now we must know what is joue. Joue is masculine or feminine, and gant is masculine or feminine or plural. So joue is feminine. Okay, so please remember this. Joue is feminine. Je porte ma jupe. Ma. Why? Because feminine, what is the rule? Mo, ma, me. So if it is feminine, ma. Je porte ma jupe et dash gant. A dash gant. Gant is masculine, but here it is plural. So masculine plural, what is it? Me. So the answer is ma, me. Don't take it now. I'll finish discussing this exercise and then you can take it. Okay. Nous ne faisons pas dash travail et dash exercice. So nous, what form? So nous means the answer should be notre, no. So travail is masculine singular. So masculine singular for nous, notre, N-O-T-R-E, notre travail et dash exercice. Here it is plural. So the plural form of notre is N-O-S, no. Nous ne faisons pas notre travail et nos exercices. Elle range dash salon et dash cuisine. Salon is masculine, right? So elle range son salon et sa cuisine. Cuisine is feminine. Elle range. So elle, what you should be? It should be from the tabular column son, sa, se. So since salon is masculine, son salon et sa cuisine. Tu promènes dash bébé et dash chienne. So bébé, we should know either it is masculine or feminine, and chienne, it is feminine here because double N-E. So one doubt is clear. The second doubt is bébé is masculine or feminine. Here bébé is masculine. So tu promènes, tu, from the tabular column the answer should be ton, ta, te. So bébé is masculine, so T-O-N, ton here. A, here chienne is feminine, so ta. Ton bébé et ta chienne. Il oublie souvent dash clé dans dash maison. Il oublie. So il, the answer should be son, sa, se. So the first answer will be SES. Il oublie se. Why? Because plural. Clé is plural. Il oublie souvent ses clés dans sa maison. C'est ça. Okay, now I want you to take down the answers. Here are the answers. You can take it down with a pencil. I'll just read it once for you. Je porte ma jupe et mes gants. Nous ne faisons pas notre travail et nos exercices. Elle range son salon et sa cuisine. Tu promènes ton bébé et ta chienne. Il oublie souvent ses clés dans sa maison. Okay. So today we have done exercise number 6 and exercise number 7. So both of these exercises will come for the online test. I want you to revise both exercise number 6 and exercise number 7. That is adjective possessive and l'infinity affect and no through verb. So both the exercise will come for online test. So hope you enjoyed this today's class, and I want you to take proper notes, and in case if you have any confusion, just take it in your rough note, or take it with a pencil in your book, the answers, and after finishing all the exercise you start writing it in your classwork. Okay, so do well. This exercise is very important. There are two dashes here, so I will not ask both the dashes. I will ask only one dash from this exercise. But exercise number 6, l'infinitive, I will ask with choice. So you'll have multiple choice. You can choose among that. And I thank you for today. Have a nice day.